Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about inspired action and if it's possible for you to miss the mark on that. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out all my coaching options. They are in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. Today's video is inspired by a question I received from a lovely subscriber asking me a very good question around inspired action. And I thought I would film a video because his question is probably a question that many people have and worry about. So I'm going to read it out fully because he has very insightful points in that question. So I'll read it out. First of all, thank you for your daily email with gems of manifesting wisdom. So my understanding of this topic is that inspired action will happen anyway when one is already identified dominantly enough with the desired end state. It will happen as if automatically. That doesn't mean it won't take effort or real physical movement. It's not like you're becoming the CEO of a huge company by oversleeping on the couch of your basement every day. But it means that there's no way one can miss these actions. It's like there's no free will in action, so it will happen anyway. So of course that means we don't need to worry about it like, should I do this or not? Should I send that text message or not? All necessary actions, both from the manifestor and others, are going to happen. I think what worries people is the possibility of taking the wrong action or even missing this so-called inspired action. But coming from the right state, there's no way the person is going to miss it or mess it up. So it's no worries at all. It's effortless and automatic. Do you agree? So that is a fabulous question. I would say absolutely yes, I agree to the vast majority of that question. But I want to even add a little bit. When it comes to the CEO of a huge company oversleeping on the couch of your basement every day, even that is an assumption. So if that person is in alignment with oversleeping on the couch every day, and he or she knows that they're still gonna receive those opportunities when they wake up, so by all means, even that is fine. It's all about whether or not you are feeling resistance around that. It's all about your assumptions around that. So you need to let go of that. You need to let go of what should be done, right? So I have a friend of mine who's also an entrepreneur. She always believes that when she goes out during the week and has lunch with her friends and just enjoys her day, she comes back home and finds a string of emails from clients who have signed up for courses that she offers. She has that assumption. So there is no rule with respect to that. Let's put it to you this way. When action is inspired, there is no missing that action. You're never going to miss that action. You're going to feel inspired to do something. Sometimes it's going to be super obvious that it's tied to your desire. For example, you get the idea to reach out to a business contact and you're super inspired and you know exactly what you have in mind for that. Other times, you're feeling excited to do something that has nothing to do with your desire. And in such a scenario, you suddenly have the urge to go out for coffee somewhere or go to the mall, and you happen to run into someone who is going to be a bridge of incidents in you manifesting your desire. It could be a connection for a business opportunity. It could be your SP. It could be someone who knows your SP. These are just examples. So some are obvious and directly associated with your desire and you see that connection. Other times it's just you following your excitement. I feel like going out today and going to the mall. I'm going there. I'm not hesitating. I'm going, right? So when you are hesitating, it's not inspired action, it's forced action. There is never any hesitation with that action. Now, I'm talking to you here from experience. I have been self-employed since 2011. And before that, I had a business that I ran while I had a full-time job in the corporate world. So I've been doing this since maybe 2008. I've been running businesses since 2008. And all of it has happened in this exact way. Now, in the beginning, I did receive the inspiration in a way I could receive them. There was slight effort in the sense that I would sit down and think, okay, what can I do? What can I do? I would do that. You don't have to do that. That was in the past. I would think, what can I do? What can I do? And then I'd get ideas and I'd take action on them. Sometimes the ideas would be so inspired that I was not even giving it even a thought. It would just come to me and I would take action. When it comes to taking action, it is inspired. You are not questioning. The times when you are questioning means it is not inspired. So you never have to worry about missing it, about missing that opportunity. If you are questioning, it's not time yet. If it's feeling forced, it's not time yet. If you're feeling, oh, I should do that because that's what you're supposed to do, it is again forced action. I was once talking to one of my friends who has her own business, and she was saying that for me to be able to make that amount of money, I need to get up in the morning and do XYZ. And I kept telling her, no, you don't have to force action. You have to let go of that. You just focus on the end. What is your end goal? Is it to make X amount per month? That is your end goal. You don't have to force anything. It's going to happen on its own. And what she realized in that is that she would get contacted by people that would help things unfold for her. And if there is any action on her part, it was always inspired. There's no have to or effort in doing it. So yes, it is absolutely matching the actions of the person who has shifted. So when you are saying, I am a very successful CEO, the actions with time are gonna start to match that. There's no forced action. So 1,000% you got that right. That comment, that your actions are going to match that of the person who is successful, absolutely it will happen. I want to end this with this example that I've shared before on my channel, but I thought it would be a fantastic example of even the inspired action sometimes has nothing to do with your desire. It's not even inspired action, it's forced action. I'm being forced to take that action. Of course, you don't have to manifest that, but that's precisely what happened with me. Last year, in the beginning of last year, I launched my book, Becoming You, which is in the background there. And sometime mid-year, I thought, I'd like to have a book launch. By the way, I'm not one of those people who has these, oh, I should do this. I'm very easy and relaxed about these things. I don't have these assumptions that something has to happen a certain way. Oh, you have to do a book launch. I don't have these assumptions. I don't really care for them. But I thought it would be nice. It would be nice to just do a little book launch. It's kind of a celebration of the fact that I wrote and published this book. And I had just set that intention very lightly, and I did not want to put in any form of effort to do this. Like, my intention was super clear. I'm not putting in effort to organize the event. I'm not doing any of that. I was just focused on the end. I want to do a book launch, period. That's it. I'd like to do that. A couple of weeks later, I work from home. I was working from home. I had multiple meetings that day on Zoom, and there was the apartment above me doing major renovations. So there was drilling, there was very loud noise. There was no way I was gonna be able to do my video meetings. It's not gonna happen. So immediately, I was bothered by that, but immediately I researched co-working spaces nearby where I can actually go, and I did that. I researched, I found a place that was nearby, literally 5 minutes away. I went there. Within just 5 minutes of being there, the manager of the place came to me and said, "Oh, we saw that you're a manifestation coach." I didn't even tell them I was a manifestation coach. All I did was give them my email address, and they looked it up. They came to me and we were chatting, and I found myself just chatting with her and told her, "Oh, I did a book. I have a book also, blah, blah." I was talking to her about that. And I don't usually do that, by the way. It just came out. And the next thing she goes away, she comes back and she says, "We'd love to host a book launch for your book." And I'm just looking at her and thinking, what? And she said, "Yeah, we'd love to organize a book launch for you," because they were new. They needed, to bring some publicity to their co-working space. So they offered to host a free book launch for my book. And guys, all I did was show up 10 days later to that location and to a room full of people who were there interested in the topic of manifesting, and I did my book launch. This required zero effort on my part, zero cost and effort. I didn't even have to pay for anything. So this is a perfect example of you can't miss the action. I'm telling you here, it wasn't really even inspired action. I had to leave home. I had to leave and go to that place. And obviously I went somewhere that was nearby, and it happened to be a new co-working space that needed to bring people. And it was a room full of people. There were people standing in the back. It could not have been planned any better. This is an example of me just setting that intention of wanting a book launch, and it all happened on its own with zero effort on my part. Zero. All I had to do was accommodate my clients. I wasn't gonna meet with them with the drilling happening upstairs. You can't miss the cue. And here I was talking to one of my clients about this. She's like, "Yeah, but you didn't miss the cue." I could not miss the cue. It wasn't like I knew that was what's gonna happen. I had to leave home. So this is what I want to tell you. You're never, ever going to miss the cue on it. So release that worry, release that assumption that you're going to miss it. You're going to take action. It's never going to feel forced. You never have to question if you need to or not need to do it. Sometimes it's directly linked to your desire, which is contacting someone with the idea that maybe they will have something for you. Sometimes it's going to be purely unrelated. You just feel like taking a break, going to the mall, having a coffee, or as in my case, it was a pure forced, I was forced to do it because of a circumstance that was less than ideal. This is a very important topic. You never ever have to question it or worry about missing the action. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.